I've been playing several WWE games for a while now. I've covered every WWF game for Genesis, PS1, NES, Dreamcast, and Nintendo 64. Plus, I've reviewed every SmackDown game, every WWE SmackDown vs. Raw game, and even every WWE wrestling game for the PS2.
What do you want, a medal?
But there's many other wrestling games still on the PS2 I've yet to cover, and one series of games that caught my attention was Legends of Wrestling, because I noticed the Hulkster on the cover, yet no WWE branding was used. So I was curious as to what these games were, and began playing them in order to see if they're any good. After all, I never heard of these games growing up. No one even mentions them when talking about wrestling video games. So does that mean this trilogy by Acclaim is just total garbage?
Probably.
Or just forgettable mediocrity? Time to find out.
I'm gonna need every last drop of this.
Legends of Wrestling was developed and published by Acclaim. In the year 2001 for PS2 and in 2002 for Xbox and GameCube. It's a wrestling game all about the legends of wrestling across the decades, from the Road Warriors to Hulk Hogan and even the Von Erichs. It's a celebration of what many consider to be the best years of wrestling, all without the WWE branding, probably because of legal reasons. Now, let's get into the game by starting off with Create a Wrestler and see if this game is any good.
Oh, my favorite!
Right away, I was not surprised to find out that creating your own wrestlers was vastly restricted. You can't sculpt the faces at all, so everyone has the same exact face, just different morphs like a fat version of the same face if you choose the fat body model. Why isn't there a way to change the face? Even just basic alterations like changing the chin and nose would have been nice, but nope. This game wants everyone to suffer the same face syndrome.
You know what? This sucks!
This also means there's no face customization at all. Everyone will have the same eyes, nose, mouth, chin, ears, forehead, cheeks, cheekbones, and eye color. And you cannot do anything besides give them facial hair and head hair, plus their colors. You can't even pick from different eyebrows. Damn, and here I was hoping to make Fran. How do you pronounce her last name again?
Meet Fran Stalinaskevich Delvedevitsky.
There's a lack of hair options on top of outfit pieces. I wasn't able to make Angry Joe, JD DeLay, Schlatt, or even the man, the myth, the legend, Derp.
This, bro, I fucking hate this shit. This shit's so fucking annoying. Drives me so fucking crazy, man.
Barely have any shirts, pants, shoes, or even accessories to use to make anything. It's even worse than WrestleMania X8 for GameCube. It's worse than SmackDown Just Bring It. I'm just amazed they even included a Create a Wrestler mode at all, really. But whatever. Just don't go in expecting to make yourself or anyone else you know. It's vastly restricted in terms of sculpting wrestlers and choosing their attire.
Not so good, huh? Not so good.
So I wasn't really able to make anyone outside of Charlie, Muda, Zach, and I attempted to make a queso like as possible. I mean, I got his body down at the least.
What about now? It's time to rock with the big.
You're banned out of stream for the rest of your life.
What about now? It's time to rock with the big.
Yeah, get this dude out of here.
There's no real create an entrance either, given entrances in this game are so bitch basic you'd be forgiven if you never even noticed them. This is Saturday Night Slam Masters levels of bitch basic, but in full 3D for a console that's 2 generations more advanced. There's no stables or anything else, just make a basic wrestler and jump into the gameplay, so Let's do just that, as I'm already not having much fun with this game.
Let's go already!
The roster is indeed full of great wrestlers, though there's a few missing. I wish were here, like the Ultimate Warrior.
You can feel it too!
We still got the Hulkster, Bret Hart, the Iron Sheik, the Road Warriors, the Von Erichs, Rob Van Dam, King Kong Bundy, Jimmy Snuka, Ricky Steamboat, Sabu, and even Ted.
Diabetes.
With a whopping 42 wrestlers total. It's amazing how Acclaim can somehow give us more legends than Ukes could ever. I did notice there's no Macho Man Randy Savage, however, so this roster is good, but not nearly as good as it could have been. But hey, at least Doink ain't here, right? Control-wise, this game is pretty good. Everything is laid out quite well, though I didn't know how to tag in my partner and got wrecked during a tag team match. Turns out use the D-pad button directed towards them and then press X while you're moving towards them. Wow, okay, never would have thought of that. I mean, really, of all buttons, that is what they decided upon?
Fuck me!
Otherwise, the layout is like what you see on screen for most basic stuff. It's not that bad, and I rather got used to it all rather quickly. Though I kind of wish the left analog stick was usable for movement too, and not just the D-pad. Overall though, it's a good layout. That's not like that jank or hand cramping akin to certain other fighting games I've played over the years. The combat itself is very shallow and repetitive. You only have a single move per button basically. And even when you press the D-pad and the attack buttons, you'll still use the same move over and 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 bend over and over and over and over and over again. There's literally no variety, so get used to seeing the same move and same counter reaction over and 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 bend over and over and over and over and over that. There's just no way to really keep the combat enjoyable, as it's just the same attacks. Things become so boring so quickly that any attempts to play for more than a few minutes in a single match will drive you up the wall. As you can see during gameplay, there's quick time events that pop up. You got Mash Square to Get Up Simulator 2001. Yeah, real fun, I know. It's not like that becomes tiresome and drags on forever. There's X to counter, if only you press it within the green portion of the bar and are fast enough before your opponent can pull off their respective move. Then there's press X or square when attacking to lead up with another, let alone a pin. Finally, we have mash square to hold your pin and hope for a count to 3, while the wrestler being pinned mashes square to get out of the pin. Though it doesn't always work.
Do I look like a happy camper to you?
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
Didn't think so.
Yep, spotty QuickTime events galore, just what the world needed. Even if you time it right or mash the button, doesn't mean it will actually register correctly. Oh, I just love that logic. What great game design.
That was sarcasm.
Which leads me to another problem with this game.
Oh god, it just doesn't stop! Who is this guy?
Your tag team partner will do nothing to help you. Instead, they'll taunt while you get your ass destroyed like it's Pog Night in your local ghetto nightclub. The enemy team will always work together and gain the upper hand against you, distract the referee, even so you're never going to get a fair shot, as they'll cheat like crazy. And yes, there's a cheat system as shown via bar and tag team matches. Oh boy, tag team matches in general. We'll get to that in the modes chapter of this review. Don't worry.
Fags.
The lock-on system works quite well for the most part. It's only once there's 3 or 4 wrestlers in a ring does it start to show some problems, as I'll randomly pick who to target. Even if there's someone right in front of you, the targeting system will lock on to the other wrestler or wrestlers instead, especially if they're outside of the ring, leading you to getting your ass kicked. Oh boy howdy, goody gumdrops, gee willikers Batman, I sure do love this.
And then I gotta be like, I gotta have a jerk though.
Finally, there's no disqualification either, so every match is essentially a hardcore match. So enjoy grabbing weapons from under the ring and just brutalizing each other without consequences. Which of course I did, and enjoyed doing so with great satisfaction. You have 3 modes to select from, since I have no interest in career mode, given it's just a bunch of matches with nothing special going for it, so instead we'll cover exhibition and tournament. With exhibition, you can play with everything without much issue. There's single match, 3-way dance, 4-way dance, and tag team. Arena turned out to be the arena select screen.
Of course!
Yeah, what a weird way to set it up. As if it was the last minute addition. Just makes no sense as to why I can't select it after selecting my wrestlers.
True.
As for the match types, they're all really good except for tag team, because your partner never helps you. Why? Why are you so useless? I'm getting HBK flashbacks here.
Fuck you!
And since weapons can always be used, there's no hardcore match type, but since we can always use said weapons, I don't really see that as a problem. A reason for its existence here anyways. 3-way and 4-way dance are fun though, and I enjoyed getting into large brawls. It was here, however, I noticed some hiccups with stuttering here and there. It wasn't anything game breaking, just something to know when playing with more than 2 wrestlers. I wish there were more match types, however. I mean, not even a Royal Rumble option? Really? I know we can only have 4 people in the ring at once, but it can work as it worked in other 2D and 3D wrestling games. Maybe it's in the sequel. Hopefully. Otherwise, you got a decent selection of matches to play with an exhibition. Now, what about tournament mode?
That's what I want to know!
Tournament mode is just King of the Ring under a different name. You pick what kind of event it is, how many rounds and wrestlers, who's wrestling, and then you got this weird grid system for a tournament tree? Why not a standard tourney tree? This is just confusing to look at. But anyways, this mode is just, you have people fighting till someone wins or loses, and then hopefully you win the tournament in the end, and that's about it. Nothing great, but nothing dreadful. If it wasn't for the combat being so shallow and repetitive, maybe I'd enjoy this mode more. But playing several matches in a row, even against the same person, isn't ideal.
It's over!
What the fuck? What the hell?
Oh, that's bullshit!
At least one good thing about this game is it has no real technical problems. The game doesn't slow to a crawl, nor does it have long loading times. It gets right to the point rather quickly, outside of some hiccups of stuttering when having 4 wrestlers in the ring at once for some reason. Nothing game breaking ever really occurred. This game beats Yuke's load times by a country mile at roughly 11 to 12 seconds at most.
Yay!
And with that, we're down to 2 more games in the series. I'm not counting the GBA version of Legends of Wrestling 2. This will be a trilogy journey. I don't want to ever touch another wrestling game for handhelds ever again after Warzone and Attitude.
Oh.
I'm not sure when I'll get to Legends of Wrestling 2 and Showdown Legends of Wrestling. Why not just call it Legends of Wrestling 3? Why a slight name change for a series that should be consistent in naming? Whatever. For now, let's wrap up this video.
Indeed.
At the end of the day, Legends of Wrestling is a mediocre game worth playing. Sure, the roster is missing some legends and the combat is shallow as all hell. Tag team matches suck. I have no interest in career mode, and creative wrestler mode is lacking assets. But for a simple wrestling game that's arcade-based fighting, you can't go wrong. I can only hope the next 2 games will build off of this and improve things from here. But only time will tell. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
Are you crying?
Yes, I'm crying. He hit me with a chair.
After the mediocre Legends of Wrestling, I was hoping that Legends of Wrestling 2 would fix the core issues I had with the first game. Yet all I found was more of the same, with several flaws hindering the overall experience, to the point I was about to cancel this entire journey and not go through with reviewing all 3 Legends of Wrestling games. But alas, I must keep pushing onward and warn people of these games. So what does Legends of Wrestling 2 do wrong exactly? Well, let's get into it.
Jesus Christ.
Legends of WrestleMania 2 was developed and published by Acclaim. Oh no, we're not doing that bit anymore?
Oh, thank God.
Well, anyways, it was released on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox in the year 2002, with each console having their own color scheme, with 2 matching their respective consoles outside of the PS2 being red. I get it though, the last cover was blue and you wanted it to be different. Just saying it would have fit better to make the PS2 cover blue is all.
It is I, a picky bitch.
Anyways, this sequel claims to have improved and enhanced control, gameplay, more wrestlers, more match types, and an expanded creator wrestler. Now, doesn't that just sound just great? Starting off by going into creator wrestler, I quickly found out they lied. The creation mode is even more lackluster than ever before. There's less hairs and less things to choose from. You can't even match the facial hair color to your head hair. But hey, we can finally choose our faces.
Finally! Yeah!
You can select the color for parts by sliding the bar left and right, adjusting the shade, color, and brightness. Except for facial hair, it's by default the black color. It's a pain, as there's no real way to see what you're adjusting the bar to till you stop and wait for it to load in the color. Why not just have a separate UI with a color window or something more intuitive?
Flawless logic.
You can select from a few more body types, so there's a bit more range, so that's neat. Yet that can mean you'll either make some 80s roid abusing wrestler, a skinny cockroach, or Golden Corral #1 customer type of looking wrestler most of the time. since Legends of Wrestling does feature exaggerated physiques.
A picky bitch.
Sadly though, things get worse as you can barely even see your cause in the window on the right. Yes, it's that dark. What is going on here? Oh, and the damn mode glitches out. You add shoes to your car, it removes facial hair. You change the color of your shoes, it changes what pants and color you wear. You alter the skin or body, it removes your head hair. It's just a bitch having to go back and reapply everything you had while also remembering every little part that was there that got altered and trying to restore them to their original state. Yeah, real fucking fun.
You know, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Outside of picking your moves or using a preset from many unique wrestlers, you also have improved entrances. Now they actually come in doing their thing with lights, fireworks, and all that jazz. It's great to finally have a reason to not just mash the start button since there's no options to disable entrances.
Terrorists have infiltrated a local Burger King. Oh jeez.
The roster has been updated, but I swear a lot of these are original characters to make up for the lack of new legends. I never heard of Big John Studd, Belly Jackson, Big Daddy Shirley Crabtree, Giant Haystacks, and Kendo Nagasaki, for examples. Seriously, these guys must be generics. A lot of newcomers are. Where's the legends? I'm glad we got Roddy Piper, but still no Randy Savage. Overall, nothing special. Looks like almost everyone, if not everyone from the first game, are back. Just feels like a lackluster update for a roster overall.
Picky bitch.
The controls are almost the same as Legends 1. They just swapped some of the shoulder buttons. L1 is now your climb in and out of the ring. R1 is your run button. R2 is to pick up weapons. Now, where were they in Legends 1? R1 was run. L1 was drag and flip opponent on the ground, grabbing ropes and checking under the ring for weapons. R2 was climbing the ropes as well. So that instinct from the last game threw me off for a few matches. But what also kept happening is in order to run away from your opponents or to quickly get into the ring, you gotta press the run button. Problem begins once you realize you cannot stop your wrestler from running. So they'll run into something, take damage, and may get knocked down or phased, so you'll be mashing that square button non-stop as your opponent beats you down. Trying to climb into the ring with a weapon can be a pain too, especially with ladders during a ladder match. Good lord, this entire match was a chore to get through. But more of match types later. The combat is overall just the same shallow, repetitive system as Legends 1. So enjoy that same crappy QuickTime event system that's extremely spotty since the arrow, button input, and gameplay are all running at different times to ensure you'll miss the tiny green bar that shrinks severely over time as you take damage and more damage. Oh yeah, so much fucking fun. Trying to climb out of the ring to only climb the corner or to slowly get out of the ring, leaving you open to attack. This combat and control scheme is just worse than the last game. I swear, something ain't set up right. Everything feels off. This also means that lock-on system is back, and boy howdy, if you have more than 2 wrestlers in the ring, get ready to always lose a match. Don't help if someone is near you and the lock-on system goes for the furthest opponent instead. Now imagine how bad things are once you've gotten 8 wrestlers in the ring during an 8-man tag team match. Oh god, what a disaster that was. Exhibition has seen an expansion of match types available. We got Battle Royale, Cage, Ladder, and several versions of Tag Team. So we'll go over some of these. After all, there's no reason to go over each version of Tag Team when it's just 1 or 2 additional or less wrestlers in the ring, that's it.
True.
So, Battle Royale has you selecting the first 4 people to participate. You can select from 15, 20, and 30-man battles. The rest are all randomly selected. So once you pick your 4, choose your ring and rules. As they added rules,
It's about time.
you begin playing Battle Royale to only find out it's a pain to Irish whip people and toss them out of the ring. Oh, and if you're eliminated, the entire match is over, and you're the only one who loses. Yeah.
Oh guys, when the imposters, that's the wussy. Oh god.
What the fuck? Who's more dead inside? That's the game I play.
It's me.
Cage matches are one-on-one in a steel cage. Your goal is to escape. You can even break the door to climb out that way. The problem is the combat shines like the sun on a ruptured septic tank.
What? What are you talking about?
All that targeting system also playing into getting out via the door, a pain in the arse. This whole match is just has left me frustrated. I could care less if I just stop playing right here and now. This game just ain't no good.
God damn it!
Ladder match has you in a one-on-one match attempting to get a belt, which requires you to slam your opponent around the ring for it to lower more and more. Then you get a ladder, climb on up, and get the belt. Thankfully, it's not just a quick swipe. You gotta mash the square button, giving the other wrestler a fighting chance. This is a good thing. Every ladder match should have this to keep matches from ending abruptly. The match is overall okay, but damn, I just can't be bothered to enjoy it overall because of the controls and combat.
Picky bit.
Given you have several tag team options now, I'll just cover the most interesting one, the 8-man match. 4 wrestlers per team, and yes, it's quite terrible to play.
I'm gonna need every last drop of this.
Like I said earlier, the spotty QTE system and lock-on system keeps targeting the wrong wrestler. And since you can call in one of your partners for a short amount of time, that will change your target, leaving you open to another opponent, it just adds up to a terrible experience that left me wondering, what was the point of life if all I'm going to be doing is playing shitty ass video games like this?
Man, that is dark.
It was just non-stop getting kicked around the ring like I was getting the I show speed experience. Even when I attempted to tag in my partner, I would get attacked first, let alone the buttons wouldn't register the action. You push up towards the person if they're behind you, or to the left if the wrestler is towards the left, and press X at the same time to tag them in. That never worked. But that's the button combos you're supposed to use. Go figure.
Give up? That's it! It's over!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I'm still not touching career, as these things are just a bunch of matches with probably some text in between for story. I just never enjoyed careers or Road to WrestleMania in any WWE game, outside of All-Stars, where you could work towards challenging the likes of The Undertaker or D-Generation X, of course. That was fun, for how little I played it before I got bored of them. All those cutscenes were great, it showed the developers had passion and tried.
Indeed.
But that was the only time I delved into such a mode and had any sort of fun. I've played every SmackDown and SmackDown vs. Raw game. Those never offered anything of the sort that was worth playing, so I'll be skipping it here. Okay?
Fuck you!
Tournament hasn't changed outside of the fact they finally added normal tournament trees.
It's a miracle!
So yeah, if you like Tournament from Legends 1, you'll also love it here, but I could care less given this game plays terribly. Moving on. The last thing for Legends 2 is you now have a shop to buy stuff. Except this requires you to pull off certain things in each mode and win every single match to get red, blue, and green coins. Using these to buy various things like concept art and new wrestlers, except not all wrestlers can be bought here, as you'll need to do specific things in certain modes first to get them unlocked to be purchasable.
Are you kidding me?
There's no cheat codes to just unlock everything like in Legends 1, which should have been an option because who really wants to play a bad game just to get a certain character unlocked? Or a new ring, or fucking concept art of all things.
Fuck it!
When it comes to technical stuff, this game has more stuttering than the last game, especially when I'm being pinned. Never when the opponent is pinned, just when I'm being pinned, and it costs me every match by causing input delay and cancellation. Seriously, what the hell is going on with this game? Is my disc that bad? Well, I ain't doing the old toothpaste trick, because that, just like blowing into your NES cartridge, it never worked. It only made things worse. Yeah, folks, we were lied to as kids.
We're all shocked.
At least the load times are still fast, even though they're not as fast as the last game with a few additional seconds added. So when it comes to that, it's a good thing. But it's also starting to get closer to the SmackDown vs. Raw territory.
Good God.
And with that, we're now down to one more game. Showdown, Legends of Wrestling is next, and whenever we get to it, we'll get to it. So far, this trilogy of games has been nothing great. There's a reason no one talks about Legends of Wrestling in comparison to SmackDown vs. Raw, or just SmackDown, or even the older games like Attitude or No Mercy. It's because this series has nothing really going for it. Now let's wrap this shit up and move on to something hopefully better. At the end of the day, Legends of Wrestling 2 is a garbage game that borders on mediocrity. I just couldn't stand this game, from annoying glitches to more clunky controls and combat frustrations, not to mention the roster being nothing special when it comes to newcomers. Then there's new match types that suck. Ladder is a clunky mess. with only 2 wrestlers. Cage is the same. Battle Royale is restricted and you have to play the entire thing, otherwise it abruptly ends like sex with a virgin.
I have several questions.
Tag team is clunky because of the fact you can't have AI control your tag team partners, on top of the lock-on system wanting to target everyone outside of the ring instead of the guy running at you.
All I hear is nag, nag, nag.
It's just a bad sequel that fails to improve upon the first in any way possible. Oh well, it's to be expected. Hopefully Showdown will be a redemption arc for this trilogy, and it'll end on a high note. Or it'll end on a brown note, akin to SmackDown vs. Raw, or even SmackDown itself. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later. We'll finally check out the very last of the Legends of Wrestling trilogy of games. This is Showdown, Legends of Wrestling, a game that promises new modes, more legends, and an improved COD mode. But after a mediocre and garbage game for the first 2, just what can we expect from this third game? I just don't have any more hopes that there's anything good about this series. I'm starting to understand why no one talks about them. They're bad. But hey, maybe Showdown will be different. Right? 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 Oh, God. Showdown, Legends of Wrestling was developed and published by Acclaim in the year 2004 for Xbox and PS2. Yep, the GameCube got shafted, probably due to the low sales. Let alone, they didn't want to cut the roster down just to make sure that the game was able to be put onto one of those compact discs that hindered the GameCube from succeeding in the first place.
It's true, but he shouldn't say it.
It's the very last of the Legends of Wrestling games, making this a trilogy, and the selling point to this finale is over 70 wrestling legends available to play with, a challenge mode where you'll wrestle across the decades, new ready to brawl controls, new matches, and more.
Just take all my money. No, not this soon, not this soon.
Create a Wrestler mode has been downgraded even more. Now there's less options for hair, facial hair, clothing, you name it. Oh, and you cannot use the color black. So if you have black hair...
oh, by the way...
Go fuck yourself.
Yep, you cannot use the color black in majority of outfit pieces, is not all of them. Majority of them, yeah, majority of clothing can no longer be recolored is what I'm trying to get at. I'm just a little pissed off is all. So if you wanted a certain shirt in black or red, you can't. It must be its default one and only color. Yeah.
Oh my god. What the heck? Who the fuck was this for? They forgot. Maybe it's undecided because the developers haven't figured it out.
The menus stutter non-stop as you navigate everything to select stuff. Every single piece of hair, beard, clothing, you name it. You scroll through, freezes the game for 1 to 3 or so seconds just to load in the data. Oh, lovely, I know. But it gets better. You want to enter a name? You gotta use the old school up and down, going through each letter, both lowercase and uppercase, as well as numbers and symbols. one at a time with no way to speed it up by pressing and holding the up or down button on the D-pad.
What the fuck?
Oh, and you must have a stable. You cannot be alone. You gotta have a stable attached to each and every created wrestler, plus a manager. Oh, and not all wrestlers have their movesets and entrances available for you to use. Yep, it just keeps on getting better. I know.
Man, didn't see that coming.
So overall, creating wrestlers is dog shit and the worst it's ever been in a WWE game. Even though these do not have the WWE branding, I'm still counting it alongside the rest with their respective COD modes. I'd rather go back to SmackDown 1 on PS1. At least there I could make wacky characters with more stuff to play with. You know, I made a freaking... what was it? A freaking T-Rex hooker? And that's... like, you can't do that here. Let me make a goddamn T-Rex hooker.
Oh, not so good, huh? Not so good.
Here, you can't even do any of that. And you can't even make anything good looking or one-to-one as possible. So if you want to make a real person, you can't at all try to sculpt them in that way. You can't sculpt the faces, you can't choose certain colors. Everything is just so vastly restricted. As such, I didn't bother making anyone besides Charlie, Muta, and Zack, and even then they look nothing like themselves due to the lack of black hair options and recoloring clothing. But hey, at least Zack is missing some hair, right? I didn't make Queso, Schlatt, Angry Joe, JD Delay, myself, or even the man, the myth, the legend, Dirt.
This is stupid! Game is trash!
While the last game didn't have much to offer in its roster, Showdown takes that and pimp slaps it into oblivion with a massive update. We finally have tons of legends. They even included Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior.
You can feel it, dude!
Seriously, look at this roster. It's quite possibly one of the best to ever exist in a wrestling game. Really have nothing else to say this time around. It's just great. Usually I complain, but not today. Nope, they did it. Those sons of bitches finally made a great roster.
It's a miracle!
The controls this time are a little less clunky. Just some things can be spotty at times with combos and timing. As you can see on screen, this layout is quite decent. Once again, changing up the shoulder buttons, but for the better, as this feels more right to play with. Hell, they even allow you to use the left analog stick for movement, finally. So control-wise, it's pretty good. And I feel it's the best of all three games.
So, you know, there you have it.
Are you on cocaine?
Oh, hot diggity.
Combat has been improved in many ways. Things are more fluid now. Your tag team partners will do their job. Tagging them in has been changed to push into them and press square, and it works flawlessly, unlike in the previous game. The counter button can still be spotty, and it's annoying how often the opponent will spam it to counter you, which is why I lose most of my health in most matches so fast.
Can't hold it coming.
He got moose.
Diabetes.
You can feel it, dude!
I'll have to say it again. I respect the rest of Hitman Hunter.
On top of the lock-on system still being flawed, yeah, they never fixed it, it's still a bitch to deal with. Plus it automatically changes who you'll target if someone is near you, even if it's an ally, making tag team matches a chore to deal with.
Rude and Sting
battle for the U.S. heavyweight title.
Yeah?
Back to your
And
corner.
Rick Rude beat Stinger
Go back
for
to
the
your
role.
corner. Back to your corner now.
Russian leg sweep.
Overall though, things are more fluid than the previous games and just more fun. I enjoyed playing this one. Even if the combat is still shallow, at least the multiple wrestlers you can group together to do tag team moves on a single opponent keeps things from getting stale. These are always fun to pull off.
Break yourself, fool!
Look at that running bulldog.
Getting on the ground!
Flattened by the double shoulder block.
But what about the modes? You got 3 modes. Starting off with quick play, which has you selecting what match type, arena, and wrestlers you want to play with, and then jumping into the match. Wait a minute, that's just exhibition under a different name. And let's not forget we have match play, which is the same exact thing. So what the fuck is the point of quick play? Hey Acclaim, can you answer that one for us? Match play is exhibition mode, where you can select your usual match types with nothing added, just one-on-one, 3-way dance, 4-way dance, tag team, tournament, and battle royale. Oh, but there is a new match type. It's called Classic, and it's just pre-made matches with unique wrestlers. Lame.
Lame, yes.
Other than that, there's nothing else that is different, just more of the same. Oh, and no Royal Rumble. Yeah, go figure.
Can't I just have a break? Can't I just have one break?
Finally, Showdown Challenge is just a tacked on story mode with no real plot and no more engaging storytelling to be had. You just hit a loading screen with text of whatever random wrestler you're going up against taunting you. Then you fight them. Each match takes a week as your wrestler goes through each decade of the 70s, 80s, and I guess the 90s. Yeah, overall it's shite, not worth playing. Moving on.
Fuck it!
Something you've probably noticed in the footage is how bad the UI is. Yeah, it's that very early 2000s creative menu design type of fucking shite that no one really likes and people only do it to be different. So a graphic designer went vegan to justify their existence at the company yet again. Just keep it simple and straight to the point. UI should be easy to navigate and quick to get to what you want and be done with it so you can actually play the fucking game in the fucking first place. Do we even need graphic designers? Clearly no. Just keep it simple and don't hire these clowns with general arts degrees from a community college.
It's funny because it's true.
Oh, but things get worse when it comes to the character selection. Just look at it. It's just so god awful.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer. This is so much cancer that I can feel the tumors growing on my back.
I can't tell where I'm going. Who am I selecting half of the time? And where certain people are? It's just one of the worst character select screens of all time. Easily up there with WWE 2K25, which was total garbage by the way. Thanks 2K for the free weekend. You guys suck and can't make a good WWE game either. Fuck you.
You done fucked it up.
The load times themselves have gotten really bad. On average, about 25 to 58 seconds now. Yeah, so enjoy your SmackDown vs. Raw levels of long loading times. Dear God, I'm not having any fun here. From the bad creative wrestler, to the combat and controls being spotty at times, to the UI being a bitch to navigate with all the stuttering and shit, and the long load times, is just the cherry on top of it all. You don't believe me, do you?
Proof!
Just like the last game and even the first, they're stuttering still, but a million times worse. Just a load of bullshit at this point. There's no excuse. Just don't release this game on PS2 if you can't make it run good. Fucking hell. Thank God for Acclaim. Who went bankrupt later on as they deserved it for making trash games galore with rarely a single exception. Navigating menus and during gameplay, stutters occur non-stop. It's just irritating and nauseating to deal with. But what else is new at this point? It's making me sick. It's making me sick! Well, that does it for this journey, as it's now over, and I'm glad to be done with it all. By the gods, there was just nothing special here at all, and with later titles of the WWE games offering more legends to play with and better gameplay, there's no real value here to go back to. 3 games, 1 mediocre, 1 garbage, and 1... well, you gotta wait till we get to the score next to find out about that one, huh?
Duh.
At the end of the day, Showdown Legends of Wrestling is a mediocre game bordering on average at times. Had it not been for the technical problems, bad UI, lack of new match types and modes worth playing besides match play, not to mention the bad creator wrestler,
Hey, okay, we get the point.
I'd say it would have been an average game well worth playing. Still, it's worth checking out, just don't go in expecting anything good. It's no SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, nor SmackDown vs. Raw 2009/2010. I had fun with it, but there wasn't much to talk about this time around for a reason. It's just got nothing really going for it, especially if you've already played the last 2 games.
It is I, a picky bitch.
It has the best graphics, roster, and combat of all 3 games, and that alone will give you something to play with to be worth your time as it was mine. It could have been better, obviously. It could have had more legends, even more recent iconic wrestlers like The Rock and Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, you name it.
Okay, quit nagging.
But for what Showdown is, it's a decent fun romp. I'm glad to be done with this journey so I can move on to other games. After all, I still need to get to the GameCube titles, as I've only played and started to review a few of them.
Run for your life! What?
Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.